Today we're going to be spraying foam on a commercial job site located on the Mississippi River over in Iowa. 4 stories with a penthouse on top for all the equipment and mechanicals. The foam we're going to be spraying today is a commercial type foam that's designed for use with a rigid type foam insulation for what's called a Thermax wall system. The Thermax wall system utilizes a piece of rigid polyiso board with about 1.5 inches of spray foam sprayed on the inside between the steel stud framing. This gives you a very airtight wall system with a very high R value. The height of the building makes the positioning of the hose a little bit of a challenge. Because the building is more of a commercial building in nature, the spacing between the floors is about 14 feet. So by the time we get up into the mechanical room on top, we're almost 60 feet off the ground. Once you start getting the hose more than 20 feet off the ground or so, it becomes quite a challenge to contend with because the hose itself is rather heavy, weighing over 1 pound per foot. So trying to pull it up 40, 50, 60 feet in the air is rather laborious. On top of that, the hose needs to be supported in certain points to make sure there's not too much stress pulling on the hose that could potentially cause a separation or a leak. The combination of the rigid foam insulation for your exterior sheathing and the spray foam insulation makes what is almost an unbeatable combination for an insulation in your wall system. The rigid foam insulation is nice on the building because it gives you a thermal break between the steel stud wall system and the exterior of the building. What we have right here is just an example of some of the equipment and mechanicals in the penthouse on top of the 4th floor of this building here, some rather large HVAC equipment. With the Dow Thermax system, the spray foam insulation itself has a blue color. The primary reason for this color is so that it's very evident that you're using the Dow spray foam insulation that was designed and formulated for the Thermax wall system. We've got the spray foam insulation to close the gaps between the pieces of rigid foam insulation, which helps make it for a much more airtight wall system. The overall effective R value of this type of wall system is about 23. 2 inches of rigid foam insulation with 1.5 inches of spray foam insulation applied to the top of it.